Back in Syracuse as the Crunch gets set for the Binghamton Devils. Final matchup of the season between the Crunch and the Devils. It is the 10th one of the season between the two teams. On Countdown to Crunch Time, presented by Supercuts, I'm Lukas Favale with Crunch head coach Ben Groulx. Ben, the Crunch last night picked up their second straight win. It was a tough one, 3-2 against the Hartford Wolfpack. Good first two periods. Third period got a little hairy down the stretch. What do you think of the game last night?
I don't think we were smart enough in the third. It's disappointing. And it's something we got to fix. Like, we have no chance to win playing like that in the third period. It's not acceptable at this time of the year.
Yeah, the first two periods, though, were pretty strong, and you built a lead. What do you think in terms of the way you were playing in the first two periods? What went well there?
I thought we controlled the game. Like, their goalie kept them in the game, but I thought we did a lot of good things. We're skating, passing the puck. But like I mentioned, like, this game's got to be played for 60 minutes, and we should know better.
Yeah, it's now with a month to go in this season. Obviously, every day is a learning opportunity for this group. So, I mean, we clearly
at one point you got to learn.
Yeah.
you can teach, but their job is to learn. And I feel that with that last night, I don't think we've been learning what we got to do to win.
What was the most frustrating part of the third? I mean, obviously
penalties. That's it.
Yeah. And the Crunch still came out with a 3-2 win. I mean, obviously Eddie Pasquale was really solid when he had to be down the stretch. Last night, Gabriel Dumont called him probably the team MVP of this team this year, the way he has played for the Crunch. So, what do you think of the way he played in that third period to keep the Crunch in it?
He is a team MVP, and we let him down in the third period last night the way we played. So it's frustrating for us. It's frustrating, I think, for our group of players, because they got to realize that this is not acceptable. This is not the way. And it was a very frustrating third period last night.
Crunch with the 3-2 win, though, last night against Hartford. Now it's the Binghamton Devils tonight. We're here on Countdown to Crunch Time, presented by Supercuts with Crunch head coach Ben Groulx. And like we said, the first two periods pretty solid, and part of the strength of that was and you've talked about it, the ability to roll your lines out there and get some consistent work for the most part. Did you see that in the first two periods, though, being able to roll your four lines?
Yeah, for most part, like, we want to play four lines, and especially with the schedule we have. So we're building something here, and it's good to see that the line of Brassard, Kachuk, and Tamala brought momentum to our game, and they were on it. So like, it's one day at a time, but hopefully we can go the same way tonight and bring that intensity and roll four lines and play the right way.
Yeah, Boris Kachuk had an assist on what turned into the game-winning goal in the third period for Mitchell Stevens. Yeah. First couple of periods, Joni Tamala seemed like he was buzzing around the ice a bit. He got some power play time as well. So what did you see in terms of Joni, in terms of getting him some power play opportunities last night?
Skating better, more confident with the puck, but it's a process in this case. Like, we all know the story. He's missed almost 2 years. So hopefully this is a starting point for him, and he'll continue to get better.
Crunch got a big goal late in the second period yesterday. It was a setup from Taylor Radish and to Andy Andrioff. I know we've talked about that line the last couple of days because they've been very, very productive, but it was a really nice play by Taylor to set up Andrioff across the ice. What did you like out of what you saw in that play from him?
Well, not only Ratty, but also Russ. I thought Russ had a lot of poise on the board. Like, he skated, protect the puck, and make that short pass to Ratty, and then Ratty's play was exceptional. Like, he hang on to it, a lot of poise again, dragged the guy outside and set up Andy, and Andy was ready, like, redirect the puck. So overall, a great play by those three guys.
And the first goal as well, kind of similar in terms of the play along the boards. I mean, you mentioned Ross Colton making that play. Corey Conacher made the play initially, and obviously that's part of what is a big part of this team, is being tough along the boards and a tough team to play against. So those two goals are kind of good to see in terms of that regard.
That's our identity, and it's a teamwork offensively, and we got to keep going.
Crunch and the Binghamton Devils here on this Saturday night, final game of the week for the Crunch, although it's a quick turnaround early next week against the Charlotte Checkers. But Binghamton tonight, it's the 10th and final matchup of the season. Obviously, we know no secrets between these teams. The Crunch have had pretty good success, though, against Binghamton this year. What can you hope to see tonight from your team as you take on Binghamton?
Well, you know what? That team's coming here. They have, obviously, they they play for. You always play for something. They don't play for the playoff anymore, but they play for a job. They're trying a lot of players, so they want to prove their boss that they belong to this league. They want to have a shot to the NHL. So everybody's playing for something, and I expect a team that's going to be a tough team to play against tonight.
Great, looking forward to today as the Crunch take on the Binghamton Devils. This is Crunch head coach Ben Groulx. Ben, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.